As we leave, Omolua B from Ijebu Sosa asked this question and I'm going to throw it to you before I give my take on it. He said, "Good morning, boss. Trust your night was splendid. One, why is it that strikers find it difficult to excel or hit the ground running in Chelsea? Is it the club structure, the coach, or the laziness of the players? What could be the problem?" And number two, Mariana Gravnoskia's, how would you rate deals she broker 6 years back? Because mostly all the deals she does not working well today. That's how he wrote it to. Namely Bakayoko, Barkley, Timo Werner, Pulisic, Morata, Malanga Sarr, Danny Drinkwater. All these signings flopped with the team. What do you have to say?
Regarding the striking situation, I think, with the last striker that succeeded at Chelsea, was it Diego Costa?
Yes, Diego
Costa. He did well.
He had Eden Hazard.
But he's a striker. He did.
But he had Eden Hazard. I'd say I'm going somewhere with this. You know where I'm going with this. What people fail to understand is the craziness, the madness of the modern day coach to sacrifice a striker for midfield and wing back and more defenders and more midfielder means that strikers now are the most endangered species in world football. Strikers used to have 4 people up front. When I say 4 people, 2 strikers and 2 wingers. Today it's different. Now the innovation may be working well, but every center forward needs a counterfoil around him. And most time when I say these things, I said it in one of the spaces on Twitter, and people were countering me. Look at strikers who have a counterfoil next to them. They score loads of goals. Cristiano Ronaldo was able to score those mammoth amount of goals for Manchester United, scoring 31 goals in a season in the league because he had Tevez, Wayne Rooney, and Berbatov around him. He went to Real Madrid. He was able to score those huge amount of goals because he had Benzema and the rest of the crew around him. You need another striker who know how to use his run to tear the defenders away. Liverpool have been able to succeed the way they succeeded with loads of goals because there is Mane, who's a striker but playing wide. There is Mo Salah, there is Firmino, Diego Jota, and all of these guys who are goal-oriented players. Just the same way, people will say, but what about Man City that doesn't have striker? Now, the problem with that question is the way Man City is designed is different. One success, exception is not the rule in the game. So when we look at all of these strikers that have not succeeded at Chelsea, the question I will ask you, Omoluabi, were they given the right chances to play on the run of games? Apart from Timo Werner, I don't think all of them have got it. Pulisic have not done well because of injuries and the rest of them. Morata started at his Chelsea career very well. And then he got an injury. And then when he came back, he wasn't really giving that again. And strikers work on 2 things, confidence and instinct. Once you don't allow the strikers to be instinctive and to have confidence, then there's a problem. I know that somebody would not say, could that be the reason why Lukaku didn't perform as good as he was supposed to perform? Lukaku's problem was that he came from Italy feeling like, I am Zlatan Ibrahimovic, I have arrived. People should be doing for me what they do for Zlatan Ibrahimovic. But unfortunately, he is not Zlatan, he is Lukaku. He was supposed to bend a little bit for the team as much as the team bending for him. But the team was always bending and he was not willing to move an inch. That's the reason why. Mariana Gravnoskaya, I can't blame her. She ran the ship the best way she needed to run the ship. That was also the job of the coach to create a team and a system that worked for these players. Unfortunately, one of the things that I've said is with football club, once you have high-rated players, it happened with Arsenal. Once you have high-rated players, top-class players, certain type of players play for a team, and then you switch from that certain type of players and you start to use another set of players, you never succeed. Arsenal had high 6-foot-plus players. Tony Adams, Martin Keown, Steve Bone, Lauren Etememea, Patrick Vieira, Thierry Henry, Dennis Beckham, and Wright, even Anelka that came in. All of a sudden, Wenger decided, let me use young players. Flamini, Danielson, Cesc Fabregas, Nasri. They played beautiful football. They were enterprising to watch, but they were not winning because they didn't have the heart, the guts to, the personality that those guys have. The reason why you were winning before was because not just because of the football artistry of those players, but because other people were intimidated by them. Now you're not going to bring in kids and everybody like, oh, you're not as good as we thought you are. We'll go kill on her today. That's when everybody started having the go at Arsenal. Chelsea went from having John Terry, Peter Cech, a man who faced 1,271 shots and he saved 1,000 shots. Okay, consider 200 and something. Okay, if you look at that goalkeeper, it's intimidating. You look at John Terry, Carvalho, they are intimidating. You look at Makalele at one time, or Mikel Obi, or Michael Essien, or Ballack, Deco, all of those players that played, and Frank Lampard, a player who scored more goals than strikers, and then what's it called? The guy, the Ivorian in front, Didier Drogba. All of these guys are intimidating players. When you bring in Diego Costa, he match up to the standard of Didier Drogba because it's also intimidating. And then you go from there and you start bringing in fingerlings. You that used to sell table-size catfish, you're not selling fingerlings. You're not going to get the kind of respect that people have for you because nobody have that time. You're not bringing... You went back to the days of Ken Bates where you have Sinclair, Trevor Sinclair, Dennis Wise, all those dwarf, the Musketeers. You bring in another set of Musketeers. It's definitely not going to work because you went from here, this high, to this low, and now the opposition look at you that we can have a go at Chelsea, and that's exactly what happened. Not necessarily the signing, but because sometimes the signings were requested for. But I think that where Chelsea made a mistake was when they let Michael Emenalo go, because Emenalo was doing a good job. Trying to get in the balance of things, but then you know how when people say, "What is he doing?" We already know what he's doing. We can do it better, and then that's where the mistake comes. Chelsea needs to go back again to the era of having men play for them rather than bringing boys that they want to group. The Premiership is not a forgiving league. Look at Liverpool players; all of them are men. Even the small boys that they bring in are so intimidating. Look at the 6 foot plus or 7 foot Darwin Núñez. So you look at all of these guys; they are men. They are not coming to come and learn the trade. In Chelsea, in Liverpool, they are coming to intimidate. But Virgil van Dijk might not be the most athletic player, but his presence is too difficult for you to get past. That was what Rio Ferdinand was a master of this. I mean, he brought in brute force people like Roy Keane. He had Steve Bruce, Gary Pallister, Dennis Iwin. He had the what's it called? The Gary Neville and Fedeve, even though they were the weakest link of the team. He had David Beckham. He had Paul Scholes, who was small but was wonderful with the ball, and all of these players. And then he had 2 towers up front, Dwight York and the co. And then when he started changing the squad, he also then there was Eric Cantona. Let's not forget, who once you see him on the field, you're already afraid. Then he started changing the squad. He was also bringing in these big man players. He know how to get the balance. He get a skillful player if he's small, but they get a brute force with Rooney to balance it. He get a Babatov whose touch is the finest since Dennis Beckham. So there was a balance in the squad, but that didn't happen with Chelsea. Chelsea got to a place where they were very successful and they felt anybody can play for Chelsea. Yes, they won the Champions League with those same shot men, but eventually the chicken is definitely going to come home to roost, and that's exactly what's happened with him.
All right, just as we wrap up, I'm very shocked Timo Werner, just didn't do well at Chelsea. I had high hopes for him, but just sad that he's going to be leaving soon.
Hello, my name is Sumaira. I am from Pakistan, and you are watching Better TV Radio. Please subscribe. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Abdullah Wali. I'm from Pakistan, the number 1 country in the world in cricket. You're watching Better Sports TV Radio. Please subscribe.
You are listening to Better TV Radio.